Hello and good morning from my shop, and thanks for joining me here. So I ended the last video kind of lamenting about my little screwdriver here, and my much loved favorite screwdriver, which is kind of similar to this one, really, just a longer shaft and smaller, more delicate handle on it. A sewing machine screwdriver is actually what it was, which found its way into my hand almost every day for almost every job, and I've lost it. That's too bad. So this guy's similar, but the shaft is shorter, and I have to plunge this screwdriver down through the guts of this radio to engage some screws that are buried down under here. Very, very hard trick to pull off, and I have to do it many, many times. I have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 6. 6 eighths are 48. 6 eighths are 48. 48 times I have to go in here and do adjustments. So figuring out how to do this properly and well and successfully before starting it is an important thing, which I'm trying to do. So something you'll see that's a little different, if you've been watching this series of videos, is I've taken off this cover. This cover, which is normally here, like this. I've taken it off. And inside you can see the tuning capacitor here. You can see, maybe I can't see it from that distance, but it's moving slowly. I really shouldn't put my finger in there. I don't want to get any dirt, dust, oil, anything in there at all. So I'll give you a little bit of a close-up view. What I'm trying to do, the reason I have this top off, is I'm trying to blast light down through here to light up what's way down in these holes here so I can see what's going on. Step one. Step one is just to look and see, just like I was doing in the last video without too much success. So I'll put the light here. I'll switch over to the close-up camera. Shooting a close-up of the ceiling right now. And uh-oh, I think I have this on autofocus. So let me just look through this one hole here. Well, look at that. Okay, already. Straight through this hole, you see another. You see a problem with the focus here. Let me fix that while we're looking. I find in this work, I cannot let the autofocus operate on my cameras. So, there it is. Right down there. There's one of them. Let's look at the next one over. There it is. Now if I can see the slot, I can see there. See the slot? I should be able to engage the screwdriver. You notice the one of these is to a capacitor and the other one's to a coil, but they look identical. Well, almost identical. It looks like the screw's a little bigger on that one than this one. Let's look at another pair here. And you can see my capacitors down in there I put in. Another one there. I'll move the light around here. We'll see if we can get it right on it somehow. I'm just blasting enough light into the radio that some of it is reaching where I need it. So that's great. So let's see now if I can look at the next one over. Ooh, capacitor in the way. Go over this way. Where is it? Where's the there it is. Now, if I can be looking through one hole at the screw in the other hole, and I can drop, that's not going to work there, is it? And I can drop my screwdriver. I'm trying each hole to look through one top hole at the other bottom hole, if you like. I can put my screwdriver through. You can't see anything in there but a capacitor. You can barely see that. Okay, I don't think this plan is going to work well. I was going to try to sight the screwdriver going in. Okay, another one. I want to make sure the screwdriver I got will do this too. Okay, let's see. See the slot. Okay, I think I see the slot. It's running straight up and down. Okay, so I'm going to stick my screwdriver in there with the slot aimed straight up and down. Just do this by feel. Oh my gosh, is my screwdriver not long enough? No, I think I missed. I missed entirely. I had to do this with the radio operating, of course. This is not working well at all. Oh, I can kind of see there. Let me just see if I can get a little more light blasting in here. I'm going to have the light come from the other holes. Just to give you some idea what I'm up to here. This is what I'm up to. Got my light, got my camera, got my screwdriver right here. That's what's going on. Now in the past, well, I've done this a few times, once I figure out the angle and all that kind of stuff, I find it's fairly straightforward going from one to the next and getting each one engaged. Back when I had my favorite screwdriver, where'd the hole go? Okay, so if I have the camera aimed at the hole, there, and the camera is showing me the angle of the screwdriver, it has to go in on. What am I touching there? Oh my gosh, this is not easy, is it? Okay, let me try from the other side here. Let's reverse everything around. The light the other way. Like I say, I only have to get this kind of once, and then I will calibrate my hand, all the angles. I should be able to do all the rest. What do you see in there? I don't see anything. I just see darkness. There we go. Okay, I think I thought I could see it. What happened to the light? The light was good. Is my camera doing this? My camera must be adjusting. Oh yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so when I go to look over, I let too much light in to the camera, and it turns itself down. What a bugger. Okay, so this is the one I'm trying. Okay, I see a wire to the right, and it looks like it goes through a hole and then down into an even deeper hole, really. Let's see if I can feel all that with the screwdriver. Okay, going in at the appropriate angle, I think. You know what, I'm just not going to have success here, I don't think. I don't even know for sure that this screwdriver will engage with the screws. The blade might be too wide. There's just nowhere to get a look down in there. No. It's a new level of frustration. Okay, let's try another approach. Just by feeling. I know what it looks like in there. wish I still had my favorite screwdriver. My magic screwdriver. Okay, now I got myself a little more comfortable. See if I can get a little less light to interfere here with the camera. I thought I was able to see one hole from the next. Now let's put the light this way. Wow. That's pretty good. That's looking straight in at the one that's below the hole I'm shooting the camera in, and then we look over. Oh, okay, so there's a separation plate. Each stage is in its own little box. That's why I can't cast light between them. I forgot that. So, in other words, inside the radio, each stage is sectionalized with a plate, a metal plate that runs between them. Actually, probably runs, I think it runs, if I remember right under the tubes. If I remember right. So you can't get light through these two holes to light up the area in these holes. So I got to put the light in, let's say the capacitor hole to light up the inductor hole. I got to put the screwdriver in the inductor hole. I got to have the camera in here somewhere. Maybe I can get the camera to sight down the shaft, which is how I used to do it with my own eyeballs. You know what? That might work, actually. Let's give it a go here. Okay, so we'll shine in the light through the C hole. This one here. We'll send in the camera. I think I'm going to end up looking. Oh, there's the screw. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up looking at a piece of metal here. What if I get it way back here? Now the light is missing it. Put it right on here. There it is. Ah, you get a really good look at it now. Okay, so the blade is crossways. There, so you can get a good look at it too. That's where I'm heading. But if I go over here, okay, let's try this. Now I got my hands are in the way. My camera hand is in the way. Here we go. I got to do this how many times? 48 times? I got to come up with a lot better way of doing this than this. And it's not like I haven't done this before. Screwdriver going in. Where is it? Where's the tip of my screwdriver? Where'd everything go? Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Let me shine the light down this way. There. Okay. Now, I guess if I could figure out a method like this that would work, I could do it. Oh, there we are. There it goes, right into the hole. Now I have to feel the engagement. Okay, so I know the screwdriver's in the right place. Take a look at my angles here. This is what I need to memorize now. It's this angle. Fairly steep angle I'm on. And literally there isn't, this shaft on this screwdriver couldn't be 2 millimeters shorter. trying to feel around inside the hole. I think I've gone past the screw head. I gotta pull back. There's the surface of the screw head. Now I gotta engage with it somehow. I got it. There it is. There it is. Everybody, take a look. There it is. I'm engaged. I don't dare turn it because it will adjust the radio. I don't dare want to do that. Okay. So, boy, if I had something I could hold up there to remind me of this exact angle. But of course I don't have anything like that. The screw head goes in easily. I can feel the play in the top of the... I'm going to have to turn it a wee bit. Yeah, it's definitely the adjustment, no doubt about it. Okay, so 48 times. I got to do that. Now, the angle is steeper than I was fiddling around without enough angle. Well, let's just try this one on that angle. Down. Engage just before we run out of screwdriver. Pull back. Oh, that can't be it. I'm trying to slide the screwdriver onto the head of the adjustment screw. This one's not nearly as deep. Is that possible? I'm scratching the screwdriver around the head of the screw and trying to cause the screwdriver to drop into the slot while I rotate the screwdriver slowly. The head of the screw is way down here. For sure. Here it is. 48 times. I think I should put a video together 48 times of me doing this. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, it's not 48 times. You're supposed to go over this and over it a couple of times. So 48 becomes 96 pretty quick. 100 of these. Now let's say it takes 4 minutes for me to make the adjustment. That's 400 minutes. 400 minutes of doing this, and divide that by 60. I can't do 400 by 60, but 600 by 60 would be 10 hours. So it's something like 6 hours of doing this nonsense. I gotta, now, assumably I get better at it. So, assumably I would get better at it. On the other hand, maybe not. Wow. You know, wow. And then the last problem is these two are interfered with by the... I think I can make it down on this one. How did I ever do this the first time? I don't remember. Wow. And then this one, this is the for the antenna. See, I can't possibly get the screwdriver into the right angle here, not with this here. With this gone, I still have this. This isn't going anywhere. Somehow I managed to do it with a longer shafted screwdriver. Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm ready to actually try this out yet until I settle on how to do this efficiently. Or we're looking at a long time working on this thing. Wow. And this screwdriver is barely satisfactory. Yes, I looked for a knitting needle. We don't have any in the house. I looked for other alternative tools yesterday. There's nothing. I got nothing. This is my best bet. Or it's off to the store to get a new long slender screwdriver from somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna sit and think about it for a little bit. Well, I think I got the method. First of all, I found some shafty sort of tools. This one actually has a flat screwdriver end on it. These are came with a soldering iron I bought, a soldering kit I bought some time ago. So what I've done is I've dremeled down the shaft here to make it narrow enough that it will fit through the hole. Otherwise it would have been this wide, it wouldn't go through the hole. So ultimately I have this distance now, which is very, very comparable to this. The other thing I've done is I've turned the radio the other way around. So I flipped it over. So you see the big transformer is up high now. And this gives me, because of my height and just the way I'm standing here, a much better sight line down into the radio. So I can look down along the shaft and actually see the tip reaching the screw. At least that's the theory. It's still a little tricky. Like I can look way down in this hole. I can see the screw way down there. I can see which way the slot is. I can prepare the screwdriver. I can slide it down about this far, and now I've totally lost sight of it. But I've gotten really close. So from here, it shouldn't be too hard to feel my way. Yes, I'm wearing a coat again because I was out in my garage dremeling this tool. My garage is not heated. The one thing I did not make a good observation of was how far down you're supposed to go with the screwdriver, so I know if I've passed the screw head, because it's you know, you can only look through these holes with one eye. You can't see anything in stereo, which means you really can't tell the depth of things. Then the last problem is when I actually get the screwdriver inserted in the slot of the screw, how do I know that? How do I know it's in there? And the only way to really know is to feel a little bit of play in the screwdriver within the slot of the screw adjustment. And then to turn it far enough to actually feel the screw give. There we are, got it. Okay, so there's too much light on it there for you. So there's a little bit of play. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I don't want to let go of this. It's a little awkward. Let me do this. And I'm sure any of you who've done anything like this know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's the play in the slot. And if I turn a little further, I can feel the screw moving, or the adjustment moving, and it's quite tight. So there we are. That's what it's going to take. Now, can I get down into this very first one here? And the answer is certainly I have to cut my tool short, because there's no way I'm going to get the angles right here. If I remove the bracket, it's not impossible. That, you know what, that might give me just enough room here. I have to move this shaft support. How was it done down there? Well, it looks easy. Looks like it's easy to remove this bracket. Now, of course, I removed the bracket, what's holding this transformer in. Okay, there's a nut missing there. There's a screw and a nut missing there. That's a typical Jim Linden's job. It's my own stuff, man. I do what I want. Okay, so it's held in by this side and this side. So if I take out this side, this heavy-duty monster, big blob of copper, is going to off the radio. It may not make that exact sound, but it's going to do something like that. So I got the method. Just got to try to solve this problem here, and I think I'm ready to go on this. Something like manufacturing your own tool. I could probably go and chew this a little bit further if I wanted, but I'm not sure there's really an advantage, and the next thing you know, the screwdriver shaft part will drop out of the plastic holder, and then I'll be in tears. Look, I actually dremelled the other end first. The other end has kind of a knifey edge to it. It's not very useful for this kind of stuff. But I dremelled that edge first just to experiment, because I didn't want to run an experiment on what is probably my only hope at aligning this radio. So ran the experiment, seemed to work okay, and I've gone ahead and dremelled this end. So, well, okay, no work done so far, but the day is young. The day is young. The snow is on the ground still. What else have I got to do? Hey, thanks for watching.